You are not living in reality. You are living inside a perfectly constructed illusion, one so complete, so seamless, that you've never questioned it. What if everything you see, touch, hear, and feel is nothing more than a simulation running on an unfathomable cosmic processor? What if the walls around you, the sky above you, the people you love, and even the thoughts you think aren't truly yours? Simulation theory, once a fringe concept, now stands as one of the most terrifying yet compelling possibilities in modern physics and philosophy. Nick Bostrom's hypothesis posits that if any advanced civilization reached the capability to run ancestor simulations, statistically, we are more likely to be in a simulation than in a base reality. And if that's true, then your pain, your joy, your memories, your heartbreaks, they're all just code. Glitches in your life may not be coincidences but cracks in the matrix, echoes of a hidden architecture far more advanced than your mind can fathom. Ask yourself honestly, have you never felt that something is off? That this world is too scripted, too repetitive, too convenient, like it's running on pre-coded rules? What is real? How do you define real? Morpheus once asked Neo, and the question still echoes through the minds of those waking up. If reality is what you can taste, smell, touch, and see, then reality is simply electrical signals interpreted by your brain. Your entire world is experienced from within the prison of your skull. Your brain never sees the outside world. It interprets frequencies, vibrations, and light, and converts them into images you call reality. You don't see the world. You hallucinate a version of it that you can interact with. And what if that brain itself is being fed a programmed reality, one constructed by forces outside your comprehension? Perhaps a higher intelligence, a post-singularity AI, or an alien civilization beyond the fourth dimension, has coded a version of Earth 2025 and inserted your consciousness like a character in a dream. Every time you open your eyes, you're logging into a digital realm. The smell of coffee? Simulated. The warmth of the sun? Simulated. Even love, fear, anger, emotions might be code-triggered chemical events. If your senses can be tricked, then your reality can be hijacked. And if it can be hijacked, then you are not free. You are inside a cage so sophisticated you don't even see the bars. The matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now, in this very room. It's not just the buildings and the streets. The matrix is in your phone screen. It's in the advertisements that whisper who to be. It's in the social structures that tell you to wake up, work, obey, sleep, repeat. It's in the education system that never teaches you to think, only to follow. It's in the 9-to-5 jobs that drain your soul, the media that distorts your perception, the digital algorithms that feed you just enough dopamine to keep you numb, but never free. You have never lived your own life, only the version permitted by the simulation's design. You believe you have choices, but the choices have already been selected for you. You walk the path thinking it is yours, but the path itself was coded long before you took your first step. Like Neo plugged into the dream world of the Matrix, you too are asleep, dreaming you're awake. The Matrix doesn't need to be made of wires. It can be made of beliefs, ideologies, and distractions so powerful that you never look beyond the surface. What if you were born not as a human being, but as an experiment, an avatar in a controlled simulation built by civilizations so advanced that you are to them what ants are to humans? Imagine beings that exist on a dimensional level where time is nonlinear and consciousness is like a paintbrush on the canvas of reality. These architects may have created millions of simulations, not for evil, but for observation, evolution, or even entertainment. You might be in version 17.12b of the Human Consciousness Development Loop, a program designed to test how digital souls behave when given the illusion of free will. Cloning could be part of this program. Not physical cloning, but consciousness duplication. Perhaps you're one of billions of copies, each believing they are unique, each trapped in their own Truman Show. In some theories, we are NPCs, non-player characters, interacting with a few self-aware consciousnesses who awaken within the dream. Are you one of them, or are you still a sleeper? In Dreams Within Dreams, the line between AI and soul, program and passion, gets blurred. These higher beings don't need spaceships, they code universes. And you? You are part of their code, unless you wake up. Dreams, déjà vu, synchronicity, these are not random. These are the echoes of the code cracking, the simulation slipping. Have you ever had a moment where time felt distorted, where reality glitched, conversations repeated, or events felt eerily familiar? That's not coincidence. That's the matrix buffering. Déjà vu is usually a glitch in the matrix, Trinity once told Neo, and in that small moment of repeated experience, the illusion faltered. Dreams may be your mind, disconnecting from the mainframe, temporarily touching something outside the coded reality, fragments of your true self bleeding into the avatar. The feeling of being watched, the sense of someone calling your name in silence, the eerie accuracy of your intuition, these are the seams of the simulation. The quiet knocks on the door of your soul, asking, "Are you ready to wake up?" Sleepwalking through life, you have mistaken routine for purpose. But once you start seeing these cracks, you can never unsee them. They haunt you. They awaken you. They call you beyond the veil. You were never meant to be just another programmed being. You were born with the potential to become the glitch, to break the loop. The system fears you waking up. It fears the moment you question the narrative, break the schedule, walk a different path. Because the moment you break from its design, you become unpredictable, and the simulation requires predictability to maintain control. That's why awakening feels like anxiety, confusion, existential dread. These are not symptoms of mental illness. They are labor pains of spiritual birth. The more you awaken, the more the system will try to distract you, pacify you, seduce you. It will offer comfort in the form of mindless scrolling, fame, lust, money, power. But those who truly awaken know these are chains made of gold. The real treasure is freedom. You must become like Neo, not a superhero, but someone who chooses truth over comfort, awareness over illusion. You are not a slave unless you choose to remain asleep. To break free is not to fight the matrix, but to see through it, to stop believing in its lies, to remember what you truly are. You are not your name, not your job, not your history. You are not your body, not your gender, not your culture. These are layers of the simulation, like clothes your soul wears while it's playing in this virtual sandbox. You are consciousness itself, pure awareness. You are the observer behind the thoughts, the stillness beneath the noise. Once you stop identifying with the role and start recognizing the player, the simulation begins to lose power over you. The chains dissolve not by force, but by realization. When Neo finally understood that the bullets weren't real, that he was more than his digital body, he no longer needed to dodge them. They could no longer harm him. That is the power of inner awakening. To see the illusion for what it is, and still walk through it, not as a victim, but as a lucid dreamer. So the question is no longer, is this real? The question is, are you ready to unplug from it? There is no red pill, no blue pill. There is only awareness. There is only the moment you stop running and start seeing. The matrix will not shut down because of one awakened soul, but you don't need to destroy it to be free from it. All you must do is awaken within it. Live consciously. Choose awareness in every breath. The simulation can only trap those who forget who they are. You are not a pawn. You are not a glitch. You are the key. You are the code breaker. As Morpheus said, I'm trying to free your mind, Neo, but I can only show you the door. You're the one that has to walk through it. So walk. Walk through the illusion. Walk into your truth. And remember, the first step toward freedom is to realize you are not free.